In 2015, when I was a child, when the technology was not advanced like nowadays, I was confused. How do I talk to my family? How do I know their condition? Especially to my family that live far away from me. I really wanted to talk with them, and that's my problem. So, I asked my parents to send a letter. And you know what? I imagined that letter can fly like a butterfly. Ladies and gentlemen, I was curious how the letter was sent. So the next day, I went to the post office with my father to send another letter. And you know, I found the reality that letters were not fly like a butterfly. My father told me that the letters were sent by a person called a postman. And the first movement to help the postman deliver my letter is called transportations. Postman and transportations. So I realized that the technology, for example, the transportations, really help people to do their job more efficient. Look, I believe that the technology nowadays is a pretty interesting thing in human lives. So this is my experiences related to the technology. When I was in junior high school, I've never had a phone in my life at that time. I have a rich cousin, and she is very kind to me. She gave me a phone, and I said, "Are you kidding me? It's a crazy idea." And I imagine my father when he sees me with that phone, and I said, "Wow, thanks, I love your kindness and I love this phone, but I can't imagine that reaction when he sees this," I said. But I'm wondering, what if I had that phone? What if I use it like everyone else? It can be lucky and very fun for me. You see, smartphones was very popular among the students, and also the net will become faster. For example, the wireless technology called Wi-Fi also very popular. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and TikTok are the social media that are very popular among my generation. Mostly, people have account for those social media, right? See, the young generation nowadays is very related to the technology in this digital era. Their techie mindset of simple, easy, and very much fun. Moreover, because of the advance of technology today, we don't even need to go outside for shopping. We just need to open our smartphone and go to the internet, and we can buy anything from the internet. And the term of this e-commerce is already familiar to us. There are some popular e-commerce in Indonesia, such as Shopee, Tokopedia, Lazada, Blibli, JDID, and so on. So this is how we feel about the advance of technology. Everything more simple, easy, and fun. Now, hold on a second. Let's go back to half century ago when the telephone was invented. Most people had never seen any kind like that at that time. People were like wondering about the telephone. How do you use this thing? What's the function? And why do we need this kind of thing, they said. But nowadays, people realize that this kind of technology, these stranger things called telephones, are the most important thing in human lives. Over the past decade, smartphones have revolutionized our life, be it 3 years old man or a 3 years old child, in ways that go well beyond how we communicate, besides calling, texting, and emailing. More than 2 billion people around the world now use this device to navigate, to book cab rides, to compare product review and prices, to follow the news, to watch movies, to listen to music, to play video games, to memorize vacations, and not least of all, to participate in social media. This is what happened to young people today. You download Instagram, you follow your friends, you see the stories about how fun their lives are, you scroll your phone for TikTok there, then you got a trend. You got a trend that with that trend you post a photo. And your brain said to you how many likes did you get at that second. You check your phone 50 times a day, you check your followers, you check your phone every hour, every times. The next day, you download Facebook. You make friends there, then you're chatting about fun things. But I want to ask you about some questions. If you get likes, what will you get? Then you're chatting about fun things with your friends. They were online, right? But if they were offline, is it still fun? Finally, you have no friends in your virtual world, right? You see, social networks is a very interesting thing in human lives. So, social recluse has always been the exception than the norm. So the advent of technology and the social networks has physically isolated us from each other. This appears especially true of the young population. At 27, found that people with higher social media as often social networking is in reality social isolation. So this is how we feel about this advent of technology. But now you have to know when the world goes down to the black hole. Depression and anxiety has been shown to be really linked with social network usage. A 2016 systematic review showed the link between social networks and depression and anxiety. It always been an exception than the norm. So this is our turn. This is my turn to go at the black hole. Everything you dream of, everything you aspire to, everything you want, you have to achieve your goal. In other words, you don't allow technology take over your life. And most of all, don't allow technology changes your purpose of life toward your God and deviate from it. Because Allah said, وَمَا خَلَقَتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَانَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Thank you.